Nigerian is that guy. Where they are willing and they're ready, in fact, dreaming to be an oppressor too. See, when you are at the receiving end of oppression, you will hate it. Many Nigerians don't really hate oppression, suppression, corruption, and all the shans. Tell them that Maiyegun today. Thank you, Mutide. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is brunch time with Maiyegun live. If you're watching it live, you see the time has changed. Nigeria is now 1 hour ahead of the UK. We are now 1 hour behind. I put up a post on MaiyegunsDiary Politico Facebook yesterday about this. And, you know, Nigerians will make a joke of anything and everything, right? So some were like, one guy came and said, oh, that's great. That's one good thing that Tifnubu has achieved in 17 months. It has been able to be 1 hour ahead of the UK. It was really crackling. We were laughing at that comment in my house yesterday. So yeah, right now it is 13 minutes past 2 for those who are watching live, okay? And I bet it is 14 minutes past 3 in Nigeria. I heard that some other countries' time will change. Theirs will be next week. So make everybody sure they adjust the time, okay? The time for MaiyegunsDiary Politico never changes, except when the time goes backward and forward like this, all right? But we can still always catch up as usual, all right? So last night in Abuja, a Bolt driver was sent on an errand to deliver something to a man that ended up being a lawmaker, honorable House of Representative member. Thank you, Charade, Prince Abimbola Oshude. God bless you. So I know. So once your own time change, I don't know if yours is going to change backward or forward as well. I don't know. You shall know what to do, okay? Adjust your time so that you don't miss Maiyegun. And one good thing about MaiyegunsDiary Politico is that whenever Maiyegun is going to go live, you are likely going to see the notification an hour before that time. That's to tell you that, oh, it's going to go live soon. So you will get to know, all right? But please always set your own notification so that you don't really miss anything. So last night, a Bolt driver was sent on an errand to deliver something to an address. And when he got there, he called the supposed recipient to come outside and pick up what was sent to him. And this individual turned out to be dishonorable. Now, it's like dishonorable now, okay? His name is Alex. That's him, Alex Mascot. What's his full name again? Alex Mascot Ikweche. Did I pronounce that right? Ikweche, right? He is a lawmaker, federal lawmaker, representing Abia North, Abia South Federal Constituency, I think. And he took offense. A big man. How dare you? You, ordinary boat driver. How dare you tell me to come outside, to come and pick my delivery from your car? Do you know who you are talking to? And he ended up assaulting the guy. He slapped him 3 times. He didn't stop there. He made some threats too. Threats like, do you know who I am? You this rat. You this nothing. Yeah? It's very common in Nigeria, or it is very common among Nigerians, especially if you feel like you are a little bit better past your neighbor. That moment, you know, there's the way you have to be spoken to, so that they have to respect the fact that you are better than them. And if they cannot respect that, it is called provocation. And you need to remind them. Here you get. So, how dare you? How dare you tell me to come and pick my stuff from your car? And I was like, you need to pay me. Oh. You need to pay me. I'm not paying you a dime. Do you know I can make you disappear? In this Abuja without trace, with no consequences. Let us start from that. Okay. So the young man recorded the entire incident so that he would probably have that as his own evidence. And like I said, many Nigerians don't hate oppression. They do not hate corruption. What many Nigerians don't like is if they are not the ones doing the corruption, the oppression. And that is why, as many people are condemning this guy, others are defending him. You are recording your helper, somebody that can help you, somebody that can change your life. What is wrong with you? What is wrong in you going down and carrying the stuff for him inside the house? They don't even know what is wrong with people. Now, what do you want to gain with this? Now you want to destroy him. You are now blah, 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 blah. The incident.
Do you know who I am? So you think I will give you my money with the way you have spoken to me?
I did a job for you and you have to pay it, sir.
You will not see any. You will not see penny from me. With this level of disrespect, you're very stupid. Very, very stupid. Madam, who is this stupid boy that you sent to my house? Who is this foolish boy that you sent to my house? How can this stupid idiot come to my house and tell me that I'm supposed to come and meet him in his car and pick up snail that I'm buying from you? Can you imagine this rat? I can make this man to disappear in the whole Nigeria and nothing will happen. Can you imagine this rat? I'm not going to give this boy 1 naira of my money. No. I'm not going to give this silly boy 1 naira of my money.
You've been insulting me, sir, and I'm being quiet.
I pray that you do. I pray that you insult me. Can you please insult me? I'm not going to call my policemen to beat you up. I will beat you up. I will show you that I'm a big brother to you. I will slap the hell out of you and I will lie you down, lock you in my generator house. How dare you?
Why should you do that?
Who the hell do you know who you're talking to? Do you know where you are? Because you saw me sitting outside here?
It doesn't matter, sir. Pay me, let me go.
Look at this monkey.
I don't care what I am.
Are you even looking at me that you can beat me? Or are you looking at me? What? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Do you know who I am? I'm a senator of this republic. Do you know who the fuck I am? How dare you?
Are you slapping me, sir?
You see this place? You suffer. I'll deal with you.
Are you slapping me, sir?
I just did. Slap me back.
Okay.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
That's fine.
Do you know who I am?
That's fine.
How dare you?
Did you just slap me 3 times, sir?
Twice. The third one, you soon receive it. How dare you? Come on, get out of this place.
I need my payment, sir.
Come on, collect.
All right, so this is where I am. I just got 3 slaps from this man here, just because I told him to come and get his stuff and pay me my money. So he's claiming that
Tell them, my name is Honorable Alex Ikwechi. I'm a member of the House of Reps. Tell them I slapped you.
Okay.
Call the Inspector General of Police. Call him. Let him come.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Record me very well. Record me very well.
All right. That's nice.
You came to my house to disrespect me?
I didn't disrespect you. I said pay me my money and let me leave. This is where I am. I'm actually with one man. He said he's a senator. I got a request to delivery to him. As you can see, I don't have a shirt. He shredded my clothes and he slapped me 3 times. And this is the man seated outside here. He says he's a senator and that there's nothing I can do about it. My phone is broken because I was videoing what he was saying and recording what he was saying. He was trying to drag the phone with me and he broke the phone. Please, all Out1 members should please come to Maitama. All Out1 members, please come to Maitama, back of Farmers Market. I've not even ended the ride. Look at me. This is me here, and this is the man seated. This is my shirt. He just shredded it. And I've collected 3 slaps from this man. 3 good slaps from this man without saying a word. And he have insulted me. If you play the first video, you hear all the insults he gave me. Please, everybody that is an Out1 member should please come to Maitama La Vida Court, beside, I think behind Farmers Market. Thank you very much.
I'm glad I was able to get enough evidence, even though it may not really count for anything in that contraption per se. How many of you remember that dildo senator? This was like slapping a housewife inside the dildo sex toy shop in Abuja. But he still finished his tenure. He finished his tenure as a senator. In fact, they set up a probe committee. Guess who led the probe committee? Do you remember? No, I'll remind you, don't worry. When dildo senator slapped a married woman inside the sex toy shop in Abuja, they set up a Senate committee to probe the incident because people reacted like this one. How dare you? Why would you do that? How can What is the senator doing inside the dildo shop? It was Remi Werekwe. Rat. Yeah, she's the I don't know if she's the head of the committee or he's the member of the committee to investigate the dildo senator. You know what she said in one of the investigation when the dildo senator was trying to defend himself, that the woman was talking to him anyhow. He was being rude to him, and that was why he slapped her for 4 times or thereabouts. Remy said, do you want us to help you? Or you just want to be proving yourself? Do you want us to make this thing go away on camera? You remember? Good. So he knows that nothing is going to happen. Mascot, for those who actually knows him, right? Used to be the errand boy for Oji Uzo Kalu in Abia State. He used to be the errand boy. Some people said he's such a very gentleman, very respectful, and all of that stuff among those who are like, trying to defend him. I'm not defending him, but I just know that, you see, sometimes, if people don't have money, they will be nice, something like that. And now he's a big boy, he's got money, he's House of Representatives member. Maybe now that is why he can no longer control his anger and all that. Do you know that after slapping that, now you see, here is something though. The guy is not working for the woman that sent the snail. I think it was a snails that they sent out. It is the way they do it in Nigeria, right? Is that you may call an Uber driver. You can book an Uber and say, please, I just wanted to help me go and drop this bottle water at so address. They will pay you when you get there. They will also pay you the money for this bottle water. Can you please help me deliver this? And then the guy can just be like, okay, take it there, drop it off, get paid, and return back. It's not as if to say the young man is working for as a delivery driver per se. He's a boat driver, okay? So after slapping him like that in his car 3 times, I am honorable. I am House of Representative member. Oh yeah, video me. Oh yeah, Call the IG. Even if you want to call the IG, call the IG. Nothing is going to happen. Slap you. Yes, I slap you for insulting me. Insulting him. Do you know how he felt insulted? Because he was called to say, hello, your delivery is here. Can you please come outside and pick it up? What? Do you know who you are talking to? You're asking me to come out and pick. Why can't you just bring it into my house? Do you know who you are talking to? I said, sorry, sir. I can't bring it into your house. So I am just a driver that came here to deliver this thing. So please come outside and take your stuff. What? Oh, I'm coming outside here now. I'm coming. So Very Dark Man saw the guy this morning after the video went viral, and he now narrated, because after the beating, he still kind of got him arrested. Police still came and they took the guy away, according to him. Watch this.
So this is the boat driver that was assaulted by that honorable member that claimed that he's a senator. The reason why I say that claimed that he's a senator, because I discovered this morning that man is not a senator. So this is the guy that I assaulted. Now, we have seen the video. We saw all what transpired. We saw the horrible things he said to you. We heard him call you monkey, rats, all the derogatory things he said to you. Now, the question is, what happened after that video? Please.
Okay, so after the video, he called some police officers. I don't know the division they were assigned to.
Okay.
And then they bundled me to the station. I wanted to drive the car. They said, no, I should not drive. So two sat beside me, and I was in their middle. And then they drove me down to the station.
Okay.
When they drove me down to the station, they said I should go inside. I had calls. They didn't allow me to take my calls.
Okay.
So they were not asking what happened. They didn't ask me. They were asking people that were not there, the police officers. And then the police officer quickly said, I went to Honorable's house and I was fighting the Honorable. I kept mute.
Did you show them the video?
I have not shown anybody the video as at that time.
Okay.
They've not even the security person that came to bear witness as at that time have not seen the video.
Okay.
As at that time. Okay. So they now referred us to crime, that we should go to crime. So we went to crime. The man was not asking what happened. As I was explaining, initially I didn't explain. The man now said he cannot actually hear from one side. The other person has to come to actually give his own side of the story. And then the police officer said, when they said I fought him, they now said no, they should go and bring the man. Immediately his security man now called him, and they passed the phone to the IPO that was in charge of the case. And then the IPO was now talking to him on the phone and stepped out of the office where we were. And after some time he came back and said he wants to go and do investigation at the Honorable's house.
Okay, the IPO left you at the station and said he wants to go. Which station was this?
Maitama police
station.
So
it happened within Maitama.
It happened within Maitama.
Okay, so the IPO left you at the station and went to the Honorable's house. Okay.
And then after they kept me there for over 2 hours, I was behind. I was at the counter. I was not detained though.
They kept you behind the counter.
They kept me behind the counter. And then after 2 hours plus, he came back. And then he was now like, why did I record the video?
Why did IPO now change
He was not trying to change the narrative. And I asked him, is there a part of the law that says I cannot record what somebody is doing to me? He was becoming a threat to me. And I had to take evidence so that people will know where I am.
By this time, was the honorable member there?
He wasn't there.
He was at home.
He was at home. So then I gave me a form to fill, to write my own statement as to what happened. As I was writing, the honorable I came. And then when he came, he started talking and he was shouting.
Even at the station?
Even at the station. He was
calling you names?
Calling me names. Like, I still kept mute and I was looking at him. So my colleagues were talking to him. Me, I've already had my own fair share of trauma from him. I don't want to actually have any engagement or any encounter with him. I just went to one corner and I sat down. And I was listening to everything he was saying. All the names he was calling me. You common boat driver, you're a poor man, you have pride in your poor, you have this, you have that. I kept mute. I said, so the problem you have now is a poor man cannot speak that I'm in Nigeria and I shouldn't be treated as a foreigner in this country, as I'm from Delta State, and I cannot be treated. I cannot have you treat me like a foreigner in my.
Now, when did you leave the station?
I left the station at about I think some minutes to 3 or so.
Where is your car?
My car is still at the station.
So the police collected your car?
They collected my car.
And you left the station this morning?
Yeah, I left the station.
Was the honorable member detained?
He wasn't detained.
They let him go?
They let him go.
That's really, really sad. Now, I want to ask you a question. The woman that sent you that message, do you know her name?
I didn't know her name per se.
Do you know her business name?
I don't know her business name. It was a request. But I think I checked from my boat app. I think the last request that came in when I tried calling from the app, it was, I think, Gloria.
Gloria.
Yeah.
Because she said something in that video. She said something like, and do you know who he is? She was also supporting him. That's why I'm asking you that if you know who she is. Now, what did you go and deliver to him? What even really happened? Just give me a brief summary of what happened before that video.
Okay, before the video, I actually got a request on boat.
Okay.
Right? I was closing already because I needed to resume work this morning at 8:30.
Okay.
So I was closing at 9:10. I said, let me just quickly go home so that I can have enough rest. So I got this request to Maitama. I felt it was a normal request. And then she told me, no, that it's not a request, that I'm picking something up from a garden.
Okay.
Right? From a garden.
Which
around,
garden?
I don't know the name of the garden. She just described the garden that after Kado roundabout,
Okay.
you will see one orange color container and then there's a garden beside it.
Okay.
So I just quickly went there, parked. The girl just came without wasting time, brought the package that it's a snail. I said,
Snail?
okay, snail, yeah. So she dropped it. It was the girl that brought it and dropped it on the seat. She understood that part.
Okay.
I was like, okay, there's no problem. I'm going. So on getting to the man's house, I called him. Okay, I'm at your gate. He now said, okay, I should give it to the security man. They gave it to the security man. The security man explained where the house address is. So I drove down to the house. On approaching, I called the man again. I said, Oga, I'm here. He now said, I'm not here. That if you're here, I will see you. So I drove. He now said I should park beside one camera. When I parked beside the camera, I saw him, but I didn't know he was the one. So I saw him seated few meters away from my car. So I greeted, good evening, sir. He didn't respond. Good evening, sir. He didn't respond. So I presume he is not the one that I'm supposed to deliver this thing to. Okay. And since he didn't answer, the next thing is for me to call the person that has this package. The next thing I dialed the person's number and his phone rang. And then the next thing he was like, are you stupid? Are you mad? Are you a fool? Bring my stuff for me. So I was not happy at the way he talked to me because I was doing my professional job, right? I was not happy. So I was like, okay, this thing you're saying to me, it has not gotten to it. Normally, I'm not even supposed to bring this thing to you. You are supposed to come and pick it yourself. Yeah. That was the only thing that got him angry. You are asking me to come to your car to pick my stuff? Are you okay? Do you know who you're talking to?
It's okay. I can see the anger on your face, don't worry. The truth is that Nigeria is for everybody. Nigeria is not for one person. If an honorable member will be treating people like this, then just imagine what the president is supposed to do. Now, I need to remind you, we are all clamoring for the youth to come to power. See this one and our youth. I always say something. The youth are looking for a better, they are not trying to make this country better, a lot of them. They want to get power to do worse than these people because they have a better way of hiding this evil than these old men in power. But nevertheless, the man does not have immunity. I just discovered that he's not a senator. So actually pursue this case. And I believe that the law will take its course. We'll go to, I've heard a lot of things about Maitama police station, which I'm not going to say, but I believe in the new commissioner of police that have been moved here, commissioner of police DC. So this case will be reported to him directly, and I believe that the law will take its course. So don't worry. You said you are not feeling well.
I'm not feeling well. He hit me on my chest severally. He was just hitting me on my chest, and I stayed mute. I was looking at him. So when he was becoming much of a threat to me, initially I did not record because I didn't go there with intention of fighting. If I went there with another motive, I would start recording from the very beginning. It was when he was becoming a threat, when he said he would pay 50 million naira and then they would delete me, and look at me, this part cheat. He was just calling me all sort of names.
You pay 50 million and they will delete you.
He will pay 50 million naira to somebody, to people, and then they will kill me and nobody will say anything. And when I noticed this thing is becoming what I never expected, I quickly brought out my phone
and you recorded.
And I started recording.
Don't worry, we'll go and write a petition and we'll take it up. Oh, Allah, more they go.
I bet some of you actually watching that, you have some anger that should be, developing inside you there, or some of you as well, you can relate with that scenario. You can relate with that guy's story. If you have had encounter with supposed big men in Nigeria, Nigeria is a place where once you have money, you are indirectly above the law. Somebody noticed something better there, right? A very dark man will be a very, very good journalist. Do you see his line of questioning? right? And within just 6-7 minutes, everybody got the picture. And for easy context, okay, this is the guy in his face proper.
Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Alex Mascot Ikweche, and I represent the artisanal people of Aba North and Aba South in this incorruptible assembly. Speaker.
That's him there. So you can be very, it's so relative, right? We're a big man. The guy didn't do anything wrong. He's doing his own job. Whatever it is that was going on in the head of Mascot, that cannot be blamed on the driver. You cannot transfer your aggression to the driver. Then did you hear the part where the police had to treat him with courtesy, and they treated the person he assaulted with disdain? They took his car, they put him behind the bar, before they can even ask questions of what happened at all. Only for them to now come back again to accuse him of, why did you record him? Why did you record him? It is a Nigerian thing. You need to go online and read the comment of some people. It will tell you all you need to know about that place. See, I remember when, I think I've said that many times on MaiyegundsDiary, Politico as well. Apart from the fact that Nigerians don't really hate corruption, they don't hate oppression, they just don't like it if they are not the ones doing it. I've said it yet as well that as Nigeria is a turn-by-turn Nigeria Limited, when you look at the younger people going into politics, so many of them have condemned the older thieves. Because you see these old thieves in Nigeria, they were once young people too. They were once young. They were not like old like Methuselah from the beginning of them joining politics. They were younger people too, and they grow old to what you see today. But if you know the characteristics of the younger people joining politics, their own level of greed, selfishness, it is worse, or will be worse than these rogues that you know from birth. I remember saying it on this platform that if all of us want to be honest, take a look at those who are your governors today, those who are your senators today, those who are your local government chairmen, councillors, and the rest of them today across Nigeria, and ask yourself, who were they 20 years ago? Who were they 10 years ago? You realize that they were almost like they will say in Nigeria, nobodies. They are among those who used to, to scream like me and you. This country is too corrupt. All these older people, they said that we are the leaders of tomorrow. When are we going to be leaders of tomorrow? Today, they are the worst thieves. You will see. Go and check. Who were these guys 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 15 years ago? Some of these people who are now governors today, deputy governors, senators, coming from all over Nigeria, looting like money is going out of fashion. Who were they? They were like me and you. And that is why when you see some of us today, some of us condemning the bad behavior, and then you see others who are like defending the bad behavior because they are waiting for their turn. Give them little power, give them little influence. You will see that they are worse. Remember when they were doing the not too young to run, not too young to lead? I was among those shouting, let the young people lead. They let these old people go and retire. All these old criminals, all this and that. It is the same thing. See, if you look at those who are in your police force today, 20 years ago, many of them were just like me and you, who agreed that the police force was corrupt. This police force must be reformed. This Nigeria police. See, so many of them who are currently blaming the corrupt police, corrupt military today. So many of them are trying to become that military and that police, and they will, instead of them to reform it, they'll become worse than what it ever was. That's why I'm like, I don't know if for those of you who are thinking that Nigeria can be redeemed, I'm like, are you going to export this current set of Nigerians and then import different species of Nigerians into Nigeria? Nigeria is a place where normalities are always normal. I mean, if this was somewhere around here, that guy would not be an MP anymore. Number one, his own party would have suspended him. Right. And he himself would probably be writing his resignation right now. Like, I'm so sorry. Apology. First apology. Then he will be writing. He will be writing his own resignation by now. Say, I'm so sorry. I apologize to my family. I apologize to my people of my constituency. I apologize to my party. I apologize to Nigerians. I apologize to this individual that I did this to. I will try and be a better person. So therefore, because I have brought shame and disrepute to the office and to the people of my constituency, here is my resignation. And I will go and face the consequences of all these charges, because it will be charged for assault. But Nigeria is a place that they will have to let it go. This whole rage is just for 2 days. After 2 days, maybe 3 days, maybe 1 week. After 1 week, because another thing will happen again. People will forget this one. They will jump on that one again. And the guy, he will move on like nothing. But the person he assaulted, that one will live with the trauma for the rest of his life. Did you hear where he said, I will make you disappear in this country? Yeah, they can make you disappear in Nigeria. Big men. He said they will pay 50 million. He's just making mouth. It doesn't need 50 million. Police can make the person disappear. That's a threat to life. Yeah, that's a threat to life. But it is Nigeria. It is Nigeria. I'm glad that this young man actually recorded an evidence. That is his own insurance. That video he recorded is his insurance. Right now, nothing can happen to him. Nothing must happen to him. Nothing must happen to him. But would they make his life easier in that place? I don't think so. Things may get to the stage whereby he's from Delta State. He may have to go back to Delta and leave Abuja. That is how dangerous Nigeria is. That's how dangerous the people who are supposed to represent the people speak for you. It's like empowering dangerous people and then hoping that they will do normal, they will act normal, they will behave normal. How? You don't give power to dangerous people and then expect them to, change. I'm not sure about compensation. Somebody is talking about compensation and all that. But the fact that that video has made it to the internet, that is his insurance. Okay? So the guy will be forced to try to deny threatening him. He will be forced to say nothing will happen to him. But that is not a guarantee. Because if anything happens to him as well, it is Nigeria. There is nothing that will happen to this honorable guy. Nothing will happen to him. Because he may just say, I just said that in the heat of the moment. He was in the heat of argument. It is Nigeria. It is a dangerous place. It's a dangerous place to be poor as well. Imagine, Nigeria is a place where they will tell you that politicians will tell you that they love the poor and they are fighting for the poor. Or if you see the way they hate the poor, like you saw in that video, if you see, because to them it's like, you this poor, you are even arrogant in your poverty, you this poor, and at them they make people poor, and the guy is not poor. A young man who has a job, and also as a side hustle, he's using his own car for both. Pay him for his service, and he'll be fine. He didn't come to you for money. He didn't come to beg you for anything. It's just like every normal, what do you call it? Is it Joe? Every normal person working to earn their living. They do not have access to free money. They do not have access to free allowances for doing nothing. He's working like every hardworking person. He is a victim of the ruined economy. He's a victim. Whatever he even makes, right? The hyperinflation in the country will devalue the money in his hand. But you still won't pay him. You won't respect him. But they'll tell you that he has been very, very helpful of the poor. He supports the poor. But his utterances shows that he hates the poor. Nigeria is a place where to be poor is like a crime. I said this many times on MaiyegunDiary Politico. To be poor is like a crime in Nigeria. It's a crime. Going potential is like a crime. It is a crime to be poor in Nigeria. Because you must learn to take everything. See, my brother, leave everything for God, okay? God will fight your battle. You see these people, You see these people, now only God will judge them. Just leave everything for God in Nigeria. Because you don't get money to go and pay judge. Do you? And there is no, public defender that is going to come and defend you. Especially when honorable or senator. Dildo senator, I won't forget it. Dildo senator, the slap woman. The slap woman on camera. This one that you didn't even see the video clearly, Abi. That's of Dildo senator, Baba. Security camera inside the shop. Obìnrin, you are slapping a woman like that, a married woman. What did she say? She's being rude. Maybe that one was like, why? I mean, why are you buying dildo? You are a man. Here you get. And he took offense. It was on camera. The guy finished his tenure as a senator. He contested again. From Adamawa, he won. Or he rigged it, that he got removed. So that dildo senator would have been in the Senate right now if the court didn't remove him. Yeah, the court removed him for electoral malpractices or something. No consequences. So Nigeria is a place where even ordinary policeman with gun will tell you, okay, I will kill you, nothing will happen. Yeah, police with gun. Inside police station will tell you that I will shoot you, nothing will happen. I don't know why that mentality is in people. All right? And it has always been like that. So it is not just the institutions. I believe that it is who Nigerians are aggressive, irresponsible, aggressive and at the same time irresponsible. They do not want to take responsibility. They will give you reasons why what they did is justified. But when we leave Nigeria, see, as I am kind of like, I won't say I am aggressive, but I am, I was, remembering this word in my head coming to the studio today, like I am somebody who, I'm not violent, I'm not aggressive, but I am somebody who is also pretty much like doesn't really take things easy that way, especially when I am angry. Here you get, I can be very loud. I won't hit someone, whether a man or woman. No, I won't kind of become, no, I won't. Because somehow you just feel like at the moment you cross that line, Baba, you are finished. Right? But in Nigeria, with all of the paraphernalia of office or little money and all that, you can get away with it. I saw a video of a man that was assaulting his wife, a lawyer, yesterday. I put it on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, but Facebook said I should delete it, so I deleted it. It's viral. I don't know if you have seen it. One lawyer beating his wife because it's like they set a CCTV camera in their living room, and they had an argument, and the wife was like, I'm going to call my dad. I'm going to call my dad now. And the guy just lost it, and he was flinging things at her and all that. I'm like, and guess what? Nigerians were there defending him. Something that if that, with or without camera, if I get that aggressive or violent, I will be shattered, right? I will be so devastated that even without camera or anything, I would be like, oh my God, why did I do this? Maybe say if I shouted at my kids, yeah, those little kids here, if I shouted at them, will you sit down, and then I will be feeling bad afterward. Like I'll have to leave the room. I'll go to another room and just be like, damn it, man. I don't even know how these kids are going to be looking at me. And I don't even know what they are going to think of me. And maybe I shouldn't even have shouted that much. I don't know if some of you, I don't know, maybe because I live here. Here you get. I always feel bad. You know, I will always be kind of overwhelmed with so much like regret. Sometimes for hours, I'll be looking for ways to make it up to them. You know, I'll be like finding ways to make it up to them. Like I shouldn't have shouted that much. Even though the shouts sometimes kind of get the job done because they quickly have to behave themselves. Or yeah, they will cry. But to me, I'm like, I shouldn't have shouted that much. Now they will think that their daddy is aggressive. Their daddy is very, very disorder. You know, I'll be thinking a lot like, man, I'll be feeling bad. Not to talk of hitting them and hitting them enough that you actually have to like, you know. Oh, guess what? That video that I uploaded yesterday, Nigerians were there. I'm talking, she's talking back. I mean, the woman is the one that is upsetting him, is provoking him. Why would you say you will call your daddy? That means your father is the one controlling the house. They were there, all there, justifying the violence. And I'm like, if I get to that stage with a woman, oh my God, can't be like, say, like that feeling of, this relationship is over. Let's forget it. Like, single modern. That level. But Nigerians will justify anything. They will justify anything in that regard. Many Nigerians, maybe not all of us. So if someone has an anger problem, I think it's called an anger problem. Anger problem. If you have anger problem, then you have to take on your anger on strangers. You need to get help new. So the lawyer, Luther lawyer, don't take it over. Okay. African while I said that now become normal. But you know what I mean now? I mean, you know, kids can make you, they can run you mad in the house. Children. You are hearing them, they are dealing with your mama, will you sit down? Shut up. See, I will tell your daddy, I will call your daddy. And you are there trying to kind of, you know me, when you say most of what I do is thinking and thinking, you know, gathering this and that. And I'm always full, you know, like soaked in my own thoughts. Here you get that. Any small noise is just going to go into my head and enter my soul. And it's going to be like, oh my God, man. Can you all just please shut up? Stop. You know that feeling? But it won't stop until you have to go there and show that rage. What is wrong with you? I said, you sit down there. You sit down there. Will you shut up? And when I leave, I'm like, I don't be really like this to your law. God's sake, man. At times I'll be like, you guys want to turn me to something that I am not. You are trying to turn me to something I am not. What is wrong with you? And I'll just go back and walk away and shut the door. And I'll be there for like hours thinking, why did I react that way? I could have just probably just went in there and tell them that, hey, stop screaming. Hey, you stop crying. Hey, you stop shouting. You sit down. Okay, you go and do what your mama said you should do. And they will still do it. This is me regretting in the room because of my children. You know? So African Wala said that it's because I've become a normal person. Are you sure? You know? You know what I mean? Like, children can get you so crazily mad. And sometimes I take the anger on, I take the rage on their mom. What is wrong with you? Can't you control them? I've been trying to control them since. What do you mean you have been trying to control them? What is wrong with you too? What is wrong with all of you? What is all this? Which kind of life is this? This is me, in my house. What kind of a life is this? Nobody can have his own peace. I can't even have my peace. I can't even have this. Then after that, that minute of grace, I'll be filled with regret. Like, did I just scream at my entire family there? God, which kind of life is this? You know what? I'm just gonna leave this house. Where's my car key? I'm leaving this place, man. These people are going to make me. They're going to run me mad. You know that feeling? Where's my car key? I'm leaving this. I'm going to find a place to get. I'm just going to leave this place. So where are you? Don't ask me any question. Don't ask me anything. That will now be like, what did I do? Like, Agbeke will be like, what did I do? Is it my fault? No, whose fault is it? Is it my own fault? You can't control them. Are they not children? Can't you control them? Just walk away. Oh, as I was walking away, I'll be like, God damn it, man. Man. Honestly speaking, I don't think I can live long like this. I don't think I'm going to have a long life. I cannot continue my life like this. This is me, filled with regret. Not to talk of me carrying a beating. Go! Here you get. Even at that stage, you will still get angry that I say I get anger problem. You know that frustration, you're like, oh no, that anger problem. I think I get anger problem. I should have just told them that stop screaming. You know, saying that their own scream make me react that way. I will now realize that my own scream is even like times 10 of their own that got me mad in the first place. So I will come this sober and say, who actually have problem here now? Is it me or the children? I hope my yamming weary man. I hope if I submit the weary man. I cannot continue my life like this. I think I should go and get a place that I will be living alone. Have you ever felt that way? Not to talk of you going to that stage of hitting people, hitting, and it doesn't make sense. Then you have a stranger, you are getting mad at strangers. Why would you get so mad at strangers? You are a public office holder. Come on, man. But it's a Nigerian thing. So a lot of us, when we now cross the ocean to this part of the isle, right? I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons why a lot of people always talk horrible things about this part of the world. Like, it's a place where you can't do what you can do in Nigeria. Like you are the one paying the bills, you are the one doing this, taking care of the family, spending so much money, but it all seems like they do not have respect for you. You are supposed to be, hey! Everybody will just. But here, they will just be like, are you okay? I Caleb go first ask you. Aki, my son will be like, Daddy, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. Okay, thank you. I'm fine. You know. Meanwhile, you'll be like, when I was growing up, if my papa did come, I said, your daddy is back, yo. Hey, everybody. You go run. Go hide. say, oh, I don't want me that madman don't come back. That mad, you know that feeling? Because your papa now like like that. I'm just saying that then you cross over to this part, you realize that anger, aggression. If you don't get to that stage, they will tell you, say you need help. To make it worse, for a woman to talk back at you. It's like a normal thing here. I have to tell this one that if I'm don't talk back at me when I'm angry that way. You are provoking me more. I was like, can you provoke you more? So what I'm trying to say here is that nobody should justify violence in any way. It doesn't. It's not right. Violence either against strangers or against your own family members and the rest of that, they do not really sort of, feel good. We can all do better. That's the point. We can do better. So you become a public official in a place that is so lawless. You don't put your hand on anybody. Don't put your hand on anyone. The moment you did that, Baba, you've committed a crime. But then it all now boils down to a system that kind of encourages it. Here you get, if the system continues to encourage it, what can we do to save ourselves? Almost nothing. Almost nothing. So a Luther lawyer, they have decided to write a petition. The Jadinyoju. So in his petition, there's a petition against Honorable Alex Mascot Ikwechegh for grievous assault, abuse of power, attempted murder, and threat to life. That's loaded. Deji. You know, Deji used to be, I don't want to say it still is so, okay? So Deji used to be the human rights cash TVs, they call him. But he's one of the misunderstood, guys out there somehow. So he's standing up for everyone that is a victim of oppression or suppression. He's been to court many times to defend the oppressed, the chanced, and all of that. So now that he is the official lawyer to a very dark man, now they've taken it up in their letter. We hereby write this petition against Honorable Alex, a serving member of the Federal House of Representatives, representing Aba North and South Federal Constituency, for grievous assault, abuse of power, attempted murder, and grave threat to our client's life. Our client is a boat driver and a hard-working Nigerian citizen. It is our client's information that at about 9 p.m. on October 27th, 2024, he was contracted by a vendor to deliver some food to Honorable Alex Mascot at his residence in Maitama, Abuja. Regrettably, upon getting to Honorable Ikwechegh's residence, he requested that our client bring the food into his premises, contrary to the laid down policies regulating boat drivers in the Federal Capital Territory. Really, Abuja. Our client politely refused the request and urged Honorable Ikweche to send someone to pick up the food outside the gates, as is customary with delivery services. In response to our client's refusal to take the food into the premises, Honorable Ikweche physically assaulted our client, tore his cloth, threatened to make him disappear from Nigeria, and repeatedly dared our client to call the Inspector General of Police, while threatening that nothing will happen to him. Following the assaults, Honorable Ikweche caused our client to be detained at the Maitama police station and his car seized by the investigative police officer attached herein for ease of reference. It's a video recording of the incident. As a serving member of the Federal House of Representatives, whose primary duties include making laws for the safety of Nigerians, we find Honorable Ikweche's actions totally distasteful and a threat to our client's safety. So, thank you very much, Deji, because to me, all of them do well like this, standing up for the people who cannot stand up for themselves. It is an act of, it's a great act of courage, I would say. Okay, thank you for doing this. All right. we shouldn't kind of make it easier for those who have chosen to be the weapons fashioned against us. One of the things that they do get away with in Nigeria is that if you fight a big man, now you go beg. If you are guilty, no, if you are guilty, you will beg the big man. If the big man is guilty, you will beg the big man. That is the norm in Nigeria. And Nigeria police will make you do that as well. So, but once in a while, when they get checkmated like this, they always come around to try to find a means. They will release a statement to say, oh, we are very sorry for what happened. Yeah. And then they will begin to look for a way out. You know, they will say, let us settle this whole thing out of court. So for those who can stand for themselves, okay, we appreciate those standing for them. For those who can speak for themselves, we appreciate those who are speaking up for them. May your gunpowder never run out, never run dry. I don't know. So keep praying for you. So more grace to your elbow. Deji, thank you very much. And as for this guy, he is a dishonorable person. He needs to go and work on his own anger. Okay, he needs that before he end up committing murder. Because if you hit somebody, Nigeria now is everybody, no food. Everything don't tight. If you go eat somebody, gas for chest, and they just kind of like collapse that way and die. Baba, forget about saying Nigeria no get law, that everybody is saying, you know. So you go beat somebody to death, they go kind of charge you for more than you know. Especially you will come be from the eastern part of Nigeria. You be Igbo. In Nigeria, you they beat your chest. Where you say they won't take, they go quickly use you as a scapegoat right now. They go use you as a sacrificial lamb. And I know even they think sometimes, I think, right? Because sometimes some of these guys in that contraption will believe that they are, you know, they are part of the people sitting on the table, forgetting that they are actually the menu. You are the menu where people will really easily use you as a scapegoat to show that Nigeria is not a lawless place. I'm just saying, you know. So we're talking about police earlier, Abby. Let me show you something. There's some encounter between policemen, Nigeria policemen, and some residents, okay? And listen, watch this.
You enter my house. I swear to God Almighty. For this thing, you're not entering my house because I don't know you.
It is not a warrant. It is not a warrant. It is not a warrant.
Okay.
It is not a warrant. It is not a warrant. I need that thing. Oh. We go.
Information is genuine. Is the other way around.
I want you to laugh for any information.
Definitely. You're not telling him to open the door. He called a lawyer, a barrister. The barrister told him not to open the door for the police. You can see the level of disrespect.
Yeah.
Papa, in more English is on that.
No, you.
You can see how
you think we are also joking? Oh, you also think we are joking? Oh, I just lambi by.
Yeah, I'm listening to you now. I thought you wanted to say something.
Max, go inside.
No. Thank you. Me, I don't have a problem with them coming in. No. They didn't even come with police cars. They came with Matrix, Lexus.
I think you're looking,
no? Now, listen to the thing. Maybe they think say I don't know which side they do. Maybe they think so. Thank you. If I want to talk to maybe I want to reason with them. I've told them, I even told them I want to go and bring my ID card inside. They said I should not go inside. I can't bring any ID card inside. Imagine, they showed me an empty paper. Empty paper.
Not joke.
Boss, I miss you.
Sorry, if the matter don't go past, please call the HR.
Yes, I'll call the HR now. I'll call her now. Yes, I'll call the HR now.
Come and phone your unnecessary kini ladugbo. Ẹni tí ó mọ̀ mí